Hey guys, welcome back to another art video. Today we're going to talk about making scratch boards. Here's my example I make in this video. In this picture, you'll see a nice cool little dude standing around in this big space with his house and a sidewalk coming out. Now I didn't finish this, I thought I'd just give a start to what you could do with this kind of process. It's very easy to do, you can do it, I know you can, and you'll have a lot of fun with it as well. You can make anything you want, designs, whatever pops into your head, you can make on this. So keep following along, keep watching, and I know you'll do a good job on this one. All right, today guys, you're gonna need a piece of paper, some crayons, and a lot of hard work. So in order to make a project like this one, what you're gonna need to do is use Crayola markers. I can't stress this one enough. These work better than your generic or off-brand crayons, and you'll get a better reaction when you put the paint on later on. So what makes this work is that the crayons have a lot of wax to them, and when you're coloring them down, you're building up a wax layer on top of your paper. We'll put paint on top of that later on, and that paint will actually chip off nice and easy when you scrape at it with a little pencil or stick. And that's what creates your scratch board. That waxiness doesn't allow that paint to stick real well and can flake up real easy. You'll see that later on in the video. Just trying to explain how this process works and why it works. So let's get started. So as we get started, guys, I find it very important to tell you about this important part of this process, putting the crayon down. Now when you're coloring, I'm really trying to fill up every little speck of this paper with color. Doesn't matter what colors you use. I would recommend bright colors. That way they stand out against your black paint when you put it on top of there later. But you don't want to leave any white of that white paper showing through. If there's any white of that white paper showing through, the paint will stick to that paper and it won't scratch off later, which can be a bit of an issue. So you need to put a lot of pressure on these crayons, pushing straight down on them, putting a lot of color onto the paper. It can be a little tiring for your arm. I know it was for mine in my hand, but that's the only way it works, and the best way that it works is by putting a lot of pressure on that crayon and leaving no white spaces left behind. Keep working hard. This next part, acrylic. We're gonna put some black paint on top of this thing. That might be enough, we'll find out here. Smear that around. If you make a mess at home, clean it up. Making sure I get all the edges of my paper, and then I'll smooth it all off. There we go. Now you can just let it sit there and dry, pick it up, put it in another place to dry so you can clean your table off, of course. Or you can use a hairdryer to blow at it if you want to do it faster. We'll let it dry and we'll come back later. All right, now that we're painted up, we have a few different types of tools we can use. These are ones that you can buy. They are sharp on the edge. And this one's got a flat part to it as well. Great for scraping away at these scratch boards. I do have just a simple needle tool I use for clay projects, and that will work as well. And of course, the simple stick. It doesn't take much to scratch stuff off of this. You can use the back of a pencil, you know, or the tip of a pencil if you wanted to, but any of these things will work, and I'll show you. It could be as simple as just having a stick. Scratches away, leaving an area, pulls it out. What do we want to turn it into? There's the biggest question. What do we want it to be? As you can see, you can make anything happen. Anything at all. So I'll leave it like that. I'm not going to add any more. You can do all kinds of fun details. Maybe add more stuff to the window. Maybe there's trees in the background, mountains, more people standing around. Whatever you want it to be. It's your world. You create it. Thanks for watching my video. Good luck trying this.